Hey, you got barbecue and bottles here. The recipe we're doing today are smoked bagel bacon cheeseburgers. I'm so pumped you guys are gonna love these. And first, let's start with the ingredients that we'll need for the chuck. We've got 2 pounds of lean ground beef. We've got 3 chopped garlic cloves. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of ground pepper, 2 eggs, and a whole white onion. We're gonna saute that, I'll show you in a second. And then on the topping side, you'll need cheese. We're using Garlsberg. We've got smoked bacon, and then the rest, you can go to your preference. Ketchup, mayo, mustard, pickles, tomatoes, you name it. So to start with, let's chop up the onion. Perfect. Now we're gonna saute these with a bit of olive oil, and we're gonna add this to the chuck mix. It just brings absolute incredible flavor to the burgers. Now we're gonna saute the onions. Fire up the stove. Add a bit of extra virgin olive oil to your pan. Right, now we got the pan at heat here. We've got a bit of olive oil in the base. Let's add in our onion. Don't worry about having a few large chunks of onion. These are gonna saute down. We'll mix it all into the burger chuck. So let's stir this around. Make sure you're not burning the onion. So you'll see here the onions are really starting to become translucent. They're browning up nicely. So we're gonna take them off and go add them to the chuck. Perfect. Now for the chuck, we're gonna take the 2 pounds of burger meat, put that in a mixing bowl here. And we're gonna add the onions that we just fried up. Perfect. We're gonna add the garlic. 2 tablespoons of salt. Same with pepper. We'll crack in 2 eggs. This just helps bind your chuck together in the final mix. Now we're just gonna lightly mix up the chuck with all those ingredients. You don't want to overhandle your burgers. You want to continue to make sure that you're going to have a nice loosely packed burger. Perfect, there we go. So now I'm gonna grab a little more than a 1/4 pound of the beef chuck and form that into a patty over here. Perfect, and we're just getting ready for these to hit the grill. And again, loosely pack your burgers. You don't want them to be too tight. Perfect, and if you've got any leftover onions in the bowl, you can always just add those. There's a little bit of topping here. Just making sure nothing goes to waste. All right, let's get these burgers on. We're gonna be smoking these, so we've got the cast iron pan over there for the bacon. We've got the burners off over here. And we're gonna load this up with smoked chips in a moment. But first, let's get the burgers on. perfect. Now we'll get the bacon. We've got double smoked thick cut bacon here. Drop this down in the cast iron. And now we'll add the smoked chips. All right, close the lid and we'll check back in 2 minutes. Let's get back in here and flip the bacon. Oh, this is gonna go perfectly on top of the burgers. All right, let's check on that bacon. Oh, you can see the smoke's already coming out of that smoke box. It's gonna add incredible flavor, not just to the burgers, but the bacon as well. Perfect. Sizzling up in its own juices here. The fat's rendering off nicely. And then look at our burgers slow smoking here over indirect. This is exactly what we're looking for. All right, the bacon is perfect. Time for it to come out of the pan. And we'll bring that inside until the burgers are done. Now we are gonna throw on some Spanish onions onto the grill. Whole chunks like this. They're gonna caramelize up nicely, and we'll be able to put them on top of our burgers. And we're gonna drop the buns on. These are the bagels that we're using. All right, let's check on those buns. Perfect. Perfect. Get that off. And we're also gonna flip our burgers now. Look at that, just beautiful. We've got the onions grilled over direct heat here. And we've got this burner as high as it can go. This one's actually sticking. So I want these onions just to caramelize down again. So they'll be perfect toppings when we bring them inside. All right, while the burgers are finishing up, we're just gonna prep the buns. A little mayo on the bottom, spread that around. Just like that. Now we're gonna want a little mustard. Here we're using a spicy or a hot organic live mustard. Just provide a bit of pop to the burger. And there we go. We're gonna give it a base dill pickles. These are kosher dills, finely sliced. Get a nice base of those. Perfect. Now let's go add cheese to the burgers and we'll bring those back in. Let's check on these onions. We've had them over direct heat here. Oh, look at those grill marks. That's perfect. Try to keep them holding together if you can. The burgers are over here. Let's add the cheese. So we're gonna hit these guys with a slice of Jarlsberg. And these last two we're gonna double up on. Make sure we get some nice cheesy goodness. Now close the grill down and let those melt. All right, let's check if the burgers are ready to come off. Perfect. Cheese is melted on top. Looks perfect. Let's check out the onions. Oh, great. Those are grilled and ready to go. Perfect. Let's take this inside. All right, now that we've got the patties off the grill, fun time, making your burgers. So let's get this guy over here, that one over there. Put on a little bit of arugula, just for freshness, but also some peppery flavors and notes. Some of the thick cut bacon that we had out there. Let's get that right on top. Oh, perfect. And then the caramelized onions. Now you can just break some of these apart. You want to get some of the individual rings out. This will bring some real sweetness to the burger as well. Oh, just incredible. All right, and we're gonna add a little more mayonnaise on top. Give these a little squirt of ketchup. Mix that around. Put a tomato on top. And there we go. That is how you make bagel bacon smoked cheeseburgers. Oh yeah. So if you like this video, give us a like below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll have more recipes to come. Thanks very much.